Hey everyone, so I'm here today. I want to talk about the brand new game mode we got in CRK, which is the mine system. So the mine system you can find over here in your kingdom, right next to the windmill. So the very first thing you need to understand about this game mode is that this is a AFK game mode. You are not supposed to be here doing stuff 24/7. You are supposed to be here like once per day, every single day. You log in, you do the things, you log in the next day, you get your rewards, and then you repeat. This is not like the Kingdom Arena where you want to be there as often as possible. So when you come here, the first thing you will realize is that there is a lot of buttons and there are a ton of cookies here. So the very nice thing about here is that this place is interactable with your cookies. As you can see, make them sit. And you have a dashboard here, you can see what cookies you want to be over there. So now let's talk about the buttons. So the most important buttons are the biggest buttons, which are the mine and the venture buttons. We also have other buttons like the workshop, Appraiser, Agar Cubes, Breaktime, and the cookie trades. Let us first start with the mine one. So if you click on mine, you will get this dashboard. So in this dashboard, we have something called the ore vein mining. So the ore vein mining, the main purpose of this is for you to get some rewards. For example, one will here give you crystals, one will give you choco chalks, one will give you an emerald fossil, which will give you rewards like this, and one will give you a purple fossil, which will give you rewards like this, which are essentially the biscuits. And you have other important ones like this one, which will give you a flower stone, and each ore vein card has a specific rarity. We have some rare, we have a common, and I don't have any other rarities, but there should be higher rarities. So the higher the rarity, the bigger the duration and the bigger the reward. So under the rarity, you can see a timer that says 2 days and 24 hours and 52 minutes, which is essentially the amount of time this ore vein card will be available for. And under it, you will see what it is called and the requirement. So for this one, which is the rare one, we need that requirement, which are the independent cookies. You can click here and see which cookies over here are the independent cookies. And next to it is the duration, which is how much time you need to wait until you can get the reward from it. As you can see right here, the mining time will be 12 hours and it will show you the reward you'll be getting. So right here you can choose the cookies you need. So the requirement here is the nerve-wracking independent cookies. So you can see the independent cookies are the ones that are highlighted. The ones without the colors you cannot use. You can choose here to only have the available cookies shown. You can choose which cookies you can have, or you can just use the auto system, which won't be a big difference. And then we can press start mining. Let's say after 12 hours, you can use some crystals, you will get the reward. So as you can see, each cookie has a green bar under them. So each time you use the cookie, the green bar will deplete over time. So as you can see, this have a golden cheese, wind archer, and these two cookies. Select and let us finish this one quickly. Start mining and finish up. If we go to the cookie trade section and look for golden cheese, as you can see here, green bar got depleted. So if a cookie's entire bar gets depleted, they will have something called a break time, which is time they will need to recover until their green bar recovers. You cannot use the cookie if the green bar is empty. As you can see, each cookie has a specific time. Like this one, we have here butter roll cookie who has his green bar depleted. I need to wait 23 hours until it comes back for me to be able to use them. And if a cookie green bar is depleted, I will not be able to select them for the ore vein. So the thing you need to understand about the ore vein cards is that when you use a ore vein card, it goes away. And when it goes away, you need some more ore vein cards. So how do you get more ore vein cards? That is where the venture section comes to place. The main purpose of the venture section is to get ore vein cards. So each card needs 4 cookies. You can press auto, which it won't affect anything by the way. You have something called the venture tools, which will give you some buffs during your venture. Like this one gives extra HP, this one gives extra reward, and that one reduces the price of the HP, which is how much of the green bar gets depleted, and we have one that makes it faster. So when you place, you can place more than one, as many as you can fit. You can put this one, let us put this one right here on top of this one. As you can see, place them very nicely, and you have this big one which will give you more rewards, and we can press ready. So in the venture you have something called the floors, and the deeper you are in the floors, the higher your reward will be. So how do you increase your floor rewards? Just do as many ventures as you can, and your floor will level up by itself. So the card that they use have something called the venture effects. So to make the buff of theirs way stronger, you can upgrade the cards, as you can see right here, which will just level up by themselves the more ventures you can do. We can start a venture here. This venture will take 8 hours. You can press start, and there they go. Essentially similar to the balloon system. You can quit or you can just wait. And you have this currency over here, which is the Miner's Express ticket, for you to be able to skip your time. So time jumpers, you cannot use them over here. And you can press complete now, and boom. As you can see, their green bar is depleted, so I cannot use these cookies anymore, and they will go to the break time. And I got some rewards, as you can see right here. And of course, the most important thing is we got some venture cards, and we got some tools for the buffs too. So after every venture, you have a big chance to get a battle. And for every battle, you will get something called a Agar Cube. A Agar Cube is something you use over here under the Agar Cube button. We can place the Agar Cube, like this one, which is a Frost Queen Agar Cube. We press select, and after 8 hours, we will get a Frost Queen Soulstone. So you do venture, you get some battle that you can do. You can also, skip the battle. Boom. And we got here a Soulstone or a Agar Cube, which we can put here. And we wait a couple of hours for us to get the Soulstone. So the other thing you need to know about is the Appraiser. So remember in the ore vein cards when I told you there are rewards you can get like these, where they have some content in them like specific rewards. When you do get them from the ore vein cards, you need to open them up not from your storage, but from the Appraiser. Go to the Appraiser and choose the one you need, and you can check what each one has in it with the rewards button. You just simply click Appraise, and then you will get the reward in it. Very simple. And if you have a lot of them, you can appraise in bulk. And the last thing is the workshop, which has to do with the topping tarts. From the resources you can get from the ore veins, like the flower stone, the sugar ore, and the butter amber, you can craft some topping tarts from the rarity, common, rare, and epic. You can craft them like this, very simple. Next, and you can equip them on your cookies. Every topping tart has a specific effect like extra attack speed, depending on what type of tart it is. You can see you have the probabilities of the tart you can get. So it's very simple. If you get the searing raspberry tart, you will get extra attack. Solid almond tart, you will get extra damage resist. And some swift chocolate tart, you will get some cooldown. And you have a 10% chance for each one. Craft, and just hope you get the one you want. The hard walnut tart, here it will give you an extra 16.4% defense. Let us craft another one. And we got a swift chocolate tart, which will give us an extra 4.2% cooldown. If you go to the cookies, let's go to Ripple. Next to the toppings, choose topping tart. And if you want, you can give him the searing raspberry one. Press equip, and now he will have an extra searing set effect, which is an extra attack from the topping tart. So this is what the topping tart essentially is. You can also click on the button next to the attack to see what it can range from. It can go from 7.2% to a 12% increase for the attack. So basically a brand new way to make your cookies even stronger. And over here you have a shop that you can use to buy some of the resources needed to make some topping tarts. Of course, under the events tab you have the Into the Depths handbook, which is the event for the mine that can give you some extra rewards, which are super duper handy. And this was basically everything you need to know about the brand new mine game mode in Cookie Run Kingdom. Keep in mind, this is an AFK game mode. If this was helpful, please do leave a sub, a like, and as usual, I hope to see you soon.